Okay, it's just doing a real quick video just to show how to install the custom K10 app. So, can't quite see it on here, just make the screen smaller. So it's just the GitHub site here. Just got some instructions, architecture and deployment. So just important to note when you get into this deployment part here, it doesn't stipulate in the instructions just which parts you need and which parts you don't. So just a video just to show how, real quick and easy way just to get the K10 app up and working. It doesn't go into this part yet, which is the application consistency with the various database services running. I'll do that in a later video. This one's just getting up and running for a Kubernetes beginner. Right, so first things first, so you just need a Kubernetes cluster. I'm using K3S here. I'll just run through the commands that I've done to get this up and running. So first thing we need to do, as per the instructions, is just go and add our Helm repo to our repositories. So this is just as per the K10 app instructions. Add the repository, nice and easy. You need to make sure you've got Helm installed, so do that if you haven't. Then we just need to run kubectl and just create our namespace for the K10 app. So it's just as per the instructions again, nice and easy. So this is the first deviation here. So the third instruction, Helm install into the various networking options. So we've got a cluster IP or router to a cluster IP. We've got a load balancer and different storage classes. So it's just choosing which option is most relevant. For today, I've just gone with this cluster IP router, just nice and easy. But the command used is slightly different to this one here. So just go into what I use. So I just did Helm install -n. So you don't need to go -- namespace, you go -n. And we've got to stipulate the name here, K10 app, and then K10 app. And then at the end there was some variables. We can just drop those off. It's important just to put in here the, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong command. It's this one here, apologies. It's important here to put in the name K10 app after the N, because otherwise it will come up with this installation failed, must provide a name, or specify generate name. So if you do generate name, it will just do K10 app and then something random at the end, which we don't want. So just make sure you stipulate K10 app in there. Then it'll just go through here and deploy the Helm chart. Fantastic. Notes number 1, enjoy, you should know what to do. If you're a beginner, then you probably don't. That's the point of this video. So then we just need to go in kubectl get service K10 app. So you can see here we've got all our databases running here, MongoDB, Postgres, MySQL. That's all the application consistency part, which I'll do another time. But we're most interested here in the router and the other services that are running here. So what we need to do now is just get this routing somehow into this namespace. Once this Helm chart we just deployed. So what we're going to do is just create, you can use Vi if you want. I personally haven't used Vi in about 20 years. So I'll just use Nano. So just go and create a file called nano ingress. I actually made a mistake here. If you just do, when you create this, just do nano ingress.yaml. You can change the name later, but it's easy to just do it now, nano ingress.yaml. So when you've created that, it'll pop up in kind of Vi form, and you just want to add in this information into your nano file. So I'll put this somewhere just so it's stored. You can just see here, create an ingress rule for the K10 app. I'm going to call it host k10app.local. That's relevant soon because we're going to add an entry to the Windows host file. And it's a router and it's routing over port 80. So just really, really simple. So once you've done that, just come out of the file, save the nano file, just do a quick ls just to check it's there. You can see our ingress.yaml file. Fantastic. Now let's apply it. So just do kubectl apply -f ingress.yaml namespace K10 app. Cool. So that's all done. Then we need to get our ingress. So kubectl get ingress minus big A. We can just see here the routing that's being done. And this address here is very important. So we just grab a copy of this IP address on port 80 as the YAML file specified. So what we need to do now is just go to our Windows host file and just add in that IP address 192.168.100.5 to K10App.local. So if you remember from the YAML file, it had host K10App.local. That's the name we're routing to, and that's the IP address there. So IP address to K10App.local. And that is basically it. Then you can now go to your web address, just type in K10App.local. There's obviously all routing locally through the host file, not through DNS or anything funky like that. But we've now got our front end. That's all cool. You can go in, do some stuff, add some orders, something broke there. But yeah, you can go and log in and do some stuff. You can also go into Kasten here. So just going to Kasten. There's our K10App. I haven't need to do anything here. It's just found it automatically. I could just go in and start creating backup policies for that. So that's all cool. Obviously, the application consistency is a whole other thing, but just a really quick video, mainly to remind myself how to install Kasten K10 nice and quickly. Thank you very much.